You probably think you're in control of your decisions, especially when you're spending money. But what if I told you you're not? The truth is, every time you open your wallet, scroll through a store, or click buy now, your brain is being manipulated, often without you realizing it. Not by accident, but by design. In this video, we're breaking down the hidden psychological triggers that make you spend money, often on things you don't even need. And by the end, you'll not only spot these tricks, you'll know how to use them too. Let's get into it. When you buy something new, your brain releases dopamine, the pleasure chemical. But here's the twist. Dopamine doesn't spike when you get the item. It spikes in anticipation, right before you make the purchase. That's why brands invest so much into the experience before you buy. Flashy ads, unboxing videos, sleek websites. They're triggering the anticipation of satisfaction. You're not buying the product. You're buying a feeling. And your brain is hooked on that high. Ever wonder why people keep shopping even when they don't need anything? They're chasing that dopamine hit, not the item. Real-world example. Apple Store. Minimalist layout, clean lighting, curated experience. It's not a store. It's a dopamine temple. Scarcity is one of the oldest psychological tricks in the book. Only 3 left in stock. Sale ends in 2 hours. Get it before it's gone. These phrases trigger urgency. Your brain interprets them as a threat of loss. And humans are wired to fear losing more than they value gaining. It's called loss aversion, and companies know exactly how to tap into it. FOMO isn't just a social media problem. You're scared you'll miss out on a deal, on status, on an experience everyone else will have. Real-world example. Supreme uses limited drops to make products instantly sell out, even if they're basic hoodies. It's not about clothes. It's about not being left out. This ties directly into FOMO, but goes deeper. When you see countdown timers, low stock warnings, or early bird pricing, it triggers a reptilian response in your brain. Fight or flight. You don't analyze. You react. That's why even smart people fall for flash sales or random TikTok trends. They're not thinking, they're feeling. Amazon is king of this. You've seen it. Only 2 left in stock. Order soon. Even if you weren't ready to buy, your brain feels forced to act now. Humans are tribal. We look to others to decide what's safe, valuable, and cool. That's why reviews, influencer posts, likes, and shares are so powerful. If everyone else is buying something, your brain assumes it's worth buying. But even more than that, we buy things that represent the identity we want. You don't just buy Nike. You buy the idea of being athletic, disciplined, part of tribe. This is called identity-based marketing, and it works incredibly well. Examples. Tesla isn't just a car. It's an identity. Smart, tech-savvy, eco-conscious. Lululemon isn't leggings. It's I'm fit, balanced, and successful. You don't buy with logic. You buy with emotion, then justify it with logic after. Have you ever seen a product for $99 next to one for $199 and thought, the $99 one is a great deal? That's anchoring in action. Companies show you the high price first to make the second one feel cheaper. Or they use decoy pricing. Product A, $10 basic. Product B, $20 premium. Product C, $19.50 middle option. You'll almost always pick the $20 one because the $19.50 option makes it seem like a better deal. They're not pricing for value. They're pricing for perception. Other tricks, $4.99 instead of $5. Your brain sees the 4 and perceives it as cheaper. Bundling makes individual items seem more affordable. Let's break down a regular online shopping experience. You click on an ad with flashy colors and upbeat music. It promises only 5 left and shows a timer counting down. Below, you see reviews, comments, and real photos from happy buyers. The price shows a strike through, $49.99, now only $24.99. You feel like you're getting a deal. You feel like you're not alone. You feel like it's now or never. You buy it. But what actually happened is, your dopamine spiked. Your fear of missing out kicked in. You saw other people doing it, and the price tricked your perception. That wasn't you making a rational decision. That was psychology doing its job. Big companies use these tactics, but solo creators and small businesses can too. If you're selling anything online, products, content, services, you need to understand these psychological levers. Use urgency sparingly, but strategically. Time discounts, limited bonuses. Leverage social proof, testimonials, reviews, case studies. Frame your product as part of someone's identity, not just a tool. Anchor your prices. Always show the value first. Design your experience to trigger emotion before logic. Understanding how people buy is how you sell. Ethically, yes, but effectively. Every day, billions are spent not because people need things, but because they were psychologically driven to buy. If you learn how this works, you don't just become a smarter shopper. You become a smarter business person, creator, and marketer. Because the people who win the game aren't the ones who shout the loudest. They're the ones who understand the brain. Like this video if it opened your eyes a bit. Subscribe for more content like this. And the next time you feel the urge to buy something, pause and ask yourself, who's really in control right now?